First of all, I just want to say I love you guys so much.
Aww.
Thank you for clicking on this video, for watching it, and each and every one of my other videos. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing my videos with everybody. Thank you so much. I love and I appreciate you guys so much. I noticed that many times I just come here and say, please subscribe, please please do this, please do that. And you guys sometimes do it, but I never really appreciate you. So thank you so much. I love you guys. You guys mean the world to me. I know one day you're also gonna be proud to be the gang that would have started with me. That started with me from the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we here. Last but not least, a big thank you to my barber for cutting my hair. What do you guys think? Do you think I should keep it this short or should I just go back to them braids? Welcome to my YouTube channel, another lit video. I'm about to give you the juice. If you're new to this channel, please hit the subscribe button, like this video. You want the thumbs up button, just smash it to like this video. Leave a comment down below and share this video with everybody. Without any further ado, let's just get into it. Where did we end last time? I will take it from the posting of the story. So, guy posted a what? An Instagram story. It was obviously him and his girl, da 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 da. And then my friend is like, have you seen what your man's posted? Just go check. And then I went and I saw that Instagram story. And then I knew it was at that point that I had to ask him. Yeah, well, so I spoke to my other friend and I was like, well, what should I do? Like, how best should I approach him so that I don't sound like I'm accusing him already or I am trying to fight or anything like that. So it took me time to just figure out a way. Figure out a way on how I could best approach him without sounding rude, angry, aggressive, or anything like that. So eventually, it is around 10 p.m. Remember, wait. At this point, me and Peter, his name is Peter, right? Yeah, me and Peter were not talking for about 3 weeks. So this was me texting him for the first time in 3 weeks. Yeah, well, the reason why we were not talking is because we had a huge, no, it wasn't a huge, it was a very, okay, it is initially very silly, but it turned into this huge thing. That is why we didn't talk for 3 weeks. Yeah, well, it is a really silly argument that we had. Some of you may probably be wondering, so why 3 weeks? The reason why it probably went that long is because I felt like the way that argument was handled, I wasn't getting the expected vibe back during the argument. Because if you are in a relationship and you argue, you should argue with love. When you're arguing with your person and you guys love each other, the guy is saying, oh babe, no, and you're just looking at them and you're feeling the love and you're just like, oh my god, I know you're mad at me, but I feel your love and I love you. When you're in a relationship, you argue with intention, you argue with purpose. I feel like a motivational speaker. Someone say amen. No, honestly, it's not though. If you are with someone, when you argue for the sake of fixing things and bettering the situation just for future purposes. You know what I'm saying? And it's all done with love, with you know. And I was getting the exact opposite of that. Like, yeah. So I thought to myself that maybe brother needs a little bit of time to reflect. I didn't think it was gonna go as long as 3 weeks. Yeah, well, And because there are times when you argue, you don't realize how wrong you are until you get time to reflect, and you just think about things and you're like, that's where I was wrong. Oh, I was wrong for saying that. I shouldn't have. But really, until 3 weeks. So I texted him and I'm like, hey, I hope you're okay. I know it's been quite a while and I saw this Instagram. I don't remember exactly how I put these words, but something along these lines, yeah. My friend told me, I didn't say that. I said, I saw your Instagram post and I just wanted to know if I should be worried or concerned. Have you moved on? I don't remember exactly how I put it, but yeah, you guys get it. And he didn't give me a specific answer. And I was like, today, I just wanted clarity. I honestly wanted clarity. Because I didn't know how to even pray. Whether I should pray for God to fix my relationship or I should pray for God to help me move on. So I asked him and he was not answering my questions properly. He was just answering my questions with other questions. For example, I asked him, so should I be concerned or something? And he's like, so after all these weeks you haven't been talking to me, what do you expect? And I'm thinking to myself, but you were also not talking to me. It's not like you texted me and I ignored. Yabo, we were not talking to each other. It's your fault, it's my fault. My fault and your fault. It's both of our fault. Yabo. But I didn't ask him because I was focused on the clarity, whether you're dumping me, whether we are moving forward or whatever. No. I kept it within myself and I was like, you can put the blame on me. 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 Even though the blame is on you, I will take the blame from you. And you can put the blame on me. You can put the blame on me. Victor, you can put the blame on me. 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 I will take the blame from you. And you can put the blame on me. Baby, you can put the blame on me. See? I took the blame because I was just focused on clarity and I didn't want to start getting on those mini arguments about that. You should have talked to me first. You also didn't talk to me. So I just wanted clarity, which of course, it took me a while to get to it. Conversation went back and forth until around about 2:11 p.m. Eventually, I was like, honestly, sorry if I wronged you in any way, but I just want to know what is the way forward. So how should we fix this? What's the best thing we could do to fix this? I remember very well, I was about to sleep. I was already in bed, face washed, teeth brushed, rhyming. And then I wanted to go use the bathroom for the last time before sleeping. So I took my phone after sending my text and I went upstairs to the bathroom. And I got upstairs. When I got in there, he was typing. I knew it was the moment of truth. I just got there and I sat on the toilet seat. The toilet seat still closed. I sat there and he was like, you know that part where it's typing, and then nothing. And you know he's cancelling whatever he's typing. And then you see typing again. At this time, the heart is doing what it does best. It's beating very fast. And then eventually, moment of truth. I read the text. God, y'all have no idea how I felt. The text read exactly the way I'm gonna say to you guys. That's how it was written. At this point, I don't even think I want to be in a relationship. Woo! I knew it was over. I guess it's over. We're not trying to change this story time into a concert, okay? So we're not gonna keep singing. Thank you very much. But I couldn't believe that I was a fool again. I thought this love will never end. How was I to know? He never told me, guys. I read it and I felt weak. I felt strong. I felt hot and I felt cold. I wanted to run to a far away place, but it was late at night, and you feel all those emotions at once. I took my phone and I went downstairs. I didn't even use the toilet anymore. I went downstairs. I got into my bed and as the pain was so deep I couldn't even cry. I didn't cry that night, but I was hurt. I was just thinking, yeah, me. But the guy is love. So honestly, if you guys don't love us, just tell us. Don't do that to us, man. That's like I can imagine. I can imagine my face under the blanket with a heartbreak. I think I feel pity for myself for how I was looking that night. Shame. Oh. So I called my best friend, my other best friend, Ubushe. She's in South Africa, and I told her, and she's like, "Ulamanga," and I'm like, "Ubushe," and she's like, "You're lying. Peter would never do that." And I'm like, at this moment, I just needed comfort, and this person is busy piggyback me. Come on. That's when I felt the consequences of being too playful. Because if you play too much when you're serious, people won't believe you. And until I sent her the screenshot, and that's it. The problem with my friends, mind you, they will just be like, hey, and then they laugh, and then they start comforting you again, and then they start laughing, and then they start reminding you of the times when you're saying, my man. You wonder when your friends call you, and you're like, guys, wait, I'm still talking to my man. They're like, why? Now we'll catch you, we'll remind you. But it was all jokes, obviously. And then she comforted me because I know myself that I wasn't looking too good, man. The situation was just, it was sad. I don't know what time I fell asleep that night. I slept, early the next morning. I told you guys I was supposed to go to work. My alarm went off. The moment you open your eyes and the first thing you think about is, I am single, I've been dumped, I have a heartbreak, I am going through a lot. I'm not living my best life at this moment. If I say I'm living my best life, I'm lying. I went and I showered, and then I came back downstairs. And then when I came back down, my friend called me, the one that I had already told you, the heart is now broken. And then she added another friend of ours also on the video call, and now I was crying. At this moment, I was now crying like. Tendai, don't cry. It's okay. No, guys, it's not okay. Don't stop saying it's okay if it's not okay. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. Guys, nyamtanda. Wow, nyamtanda. Don't worry. You miss it. Yeah, but he broke up. What are you missing? Guys. And now my friends started having a debate if I should go to work or not. The other one is saying, just because I asked, should I just call in sick? And they're like, the other one is saying, no, don't call in sick because you'll be at home alone and you won't have anyone there. Just go to work, at least you're surrounded by people. And the other one is saying, no, don't go to work. Stay at home and just relax, just chill. And until they came to a conclusion that I should go to work. And then I went to work. I got to work. Really, I was not okay. And my boss was asking me, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I was busy trying to be strong. My boss gave me an assignment, which I did, and I messed it up real big. I did a dirty. And my boss was so furious because it was due on that particular day for some And it's like, are you even okay? Because he saw that, And it's like, are you okay? And I'm like, And he comes, and my other fellow colleagues are coming. What is wrong? What happened? I just feel alone. It's so hard being alone in Europe, and my whole family, I don't know. And I think my grandmother is sick. I lied. I said, in the mighty name of Jesus, my grandmother, please don't be sick. Ish. Because I lied that day. I said, yeah. And they're like, oh, no, it's gonna be fine. We understand. Yeah, being alone. Yeah. Not knowing that the boys did the things. And then my boss was like, no, just relax, take it easy, take a break. I was thinking they were gonna say go home. And then they made me take a 1 hour break, whatever. On my way back home from work, I was sitting there in the bus. Yes, I was feeling the pain, because those are the times I used to speak to this guy just after work. You remember I told you guys, just after work, hi, busy acting like wife material. Who you are? Heartbreak. No wife material. You're single now. Ha! Now I'm sitting in the bus. There is no one to call. Obviously, my friends were there to call, but I just wanted my baby, you know? And yes, I was so hurt in the bus, and I couldn't wait to go home, to get home and cry. I had the intentions to cry when I get home. I got home, I stood in front of the mirror. I took off my clothes, and usually when I get home, I just like to make sure that everything is in order. I take off my clothes, I change. If I'm wearing an comfortable clothes, maybe like very formal or suit or something, and then I stood in front of the mirror. I cried, Winner. I cried until you know when you cry and the bottom lip starts shaking like this. Yeah, that's how I cried. And I just laid myself on the mirror, and I cried and I cried, and I went down with the mirror like this until I got to the floor. Still crying, down on my knees, and I cried. And I prayed, and like, God, please, why? But why? I cried. I think I went for like 2-3 hours crying, and my friend kept checking up on me. So when I was at work, I called Felicia, and I was like, this is what happened. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. So when I go home, I called her again because I needed maximum comfort. I called her, and the next thing, the way she answered it, she didn't even say hello. She's like, all the single ladies, and I'm like, yo. Now, if I hadn't told you guys already, wait. Peter and I were in a long distance relationship, and in this whole relationship, we never met even once, not even once. Because I'm in Germany, and for me to go wherever Peter is, I need a visa. So it was very silly of me to apply for a visa to that country when my German residence permit at the time was about to expire. So obviously they denied it because, you know, they be thinking you're gonna go there and not come back and just start being a burden to their state whatsoever. Piece of advice for those of you that may be trying to apply for a visa to any place: make sure that the residence permit of wherever you are is still, you know. So Peter and I never met, not even once, and in that whatever year and some months, I never cheated, you guys. I never cheated, nothing, no kiss, no zero, so nothing. Even things that would potentially make me cheat, I never did. I never flirted with anybody. I was so loyal because I thought that was my last relationship, not because I didn't want to join again, but because I thought that was my man. That was my until death do us part. Our breakup conversation ended on a note like, thanks for everything you've taught me. You know how this. It was nice. Yeah, I will remember. Memories what? Just get out of here, man.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Yeah, well, fine. And then he texted me a few days later and is like, hey, and I'm like, oh. Remember at this point, I haven't even moved on. Like, dude, are you texting me? Baby, are you coming back? Huh? We had a really basic conversation, and then Peter mistakenly calls me babe in the middle of this conversation, like come on now. You know, I which I think is really unfair, because you know already, bro, you broke my heart. Why do you have to keep playing like that? So the very same day after that call where he calls me babe, the evening of it, my friend says, have you seen Peter's story? I'm like, Jesus Christ. I told her on that very day, look, from today onwards, I don't even want to hear anything about Peter. I just deleted pictures, I deleted chats and got everything, everything, just away. She's like, just go look, and I'm like, no. And she's like, go look, and I'm like, no. And she sends me a screenshot. Ice. You'll start from top, from top. The pain, but of course I didn't cry, but it just hurts, bro. Man, it's not fair. Couple days later, he posted again. Haha, this is the post that got me on fire. This very same friend says, go check it. I'm like, honestly, on a serious note, I got angry on that day. I was like, don't, stop it, I don't like it. Because I wanted to heal. But now I realized that she was lucky helpful, because imagine if I had started seeing those pictures maybe 3-4 weeks later, it would have started all over again, but later. So, which is better for me to just deal with the pain all at once in that short period of time. So, thank you, Cleo. She says, go check out, there's another one. Guy had posted the girl in the... He posted the girl on a story, and he put a song. And the song was asking us as his followers, me included, isn't she lovely? Imagine. He was asking us, isn't she lovely? Now my friends saw that one. Everything, whatever we do. If I told my friends, today work was okay, I'm like, how was your boss? Isn't he lovely? Today I went out to eat at this very fancy restaurant. Wasn't it lovely? Sometimes I'll just call them, and the next thing they say, isn't she lovely? You. Now listen. A few days later, Peter calls me. Actually, he's like, do you have time? Can I call him? Like, no, I'm currently at work. You can call me at such and such a time. My back hurts. And then he calls me. You guys, please don't mind the lighting. It keeps changing because it's a bit cloudy today. So the clouds go over the sun, and then, you know how it happens. He calls and he says, hi. I'm like, hi, how are you? And he's like, I'm okay. How are you? I'm like, I'm good, thanks. And he's like, how's your day? Yeah, the basic talk. Then Peter says to me, look, Tendai, I just want you to know that I really care about you. Get out of here, man. Guys, like, care about who? Care. What is care? Like, guys, make me understand. I stand to be corrected if I'm wrong, but how do you? And I told him the same thing. I was like, look, don't say that, because that is not true. You don't care about me. If you cared about me, you would have been considerate of my feelings. You cannot break up with me today and start posting pictures of your girl tomorrow. Clearly, you've been with this girl for quite some time and you cheated on me. So the nerve that you have, big enough for you to tell me that you care about me after such an act, I don't think that's fair, Guys, I don't know if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments. But honestly, I don't think that's... You can't tell me you care about me, because if you care about me, you care about how I feel, right? And if you care about how I feel, you know, okay, the least you can do, I even told him, the least you could have done is at least block me and my friends from your what? From your post. If you really wanted to post your girl like that. I'm not saying don't post your girl, but don't come here and say you care about me when you're doing such and such. You understand what I'm saying? You guys get me, right? And he's like, yeah, I'm trying to start something. So it was my marketing strategy or publicity stunt or whatever. I'm not even a public figure, bro. Like, guys, honestly, like, guys, you make me wanna stand up, shit. Cause but fine, and I told him, and I'm like, you don't do that. Look, and he's like, no, that's not my girl. Yeah, what? Oh God. Really, nigga? You serious? Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. It's not. It's. But I told him, you shouldn't do that. It's not okay. It's not nice. This is life. You don't treat people like that, okay? Yeah, that's just how it ended. Question time! I told one of my friends to give me questions that you guys could potentially have as far as the story is concerned, because she knows the whole story. And the questions, the first question is, what are my questions? I wrote them down because first question, would you guys would you get back with Peter?